Okay, back finishing this thing off, and we're now up to part 2, or bag 2. So let's get straight into it. I should have actually just opened the bag first, oh well, it's too late now. That wouldn't be so exciting. I kind of feel like I shouldn't do that because it distracts from that's the picture of what we're building. So building the rest of this thing, it distracts from the sensation of unboxing stuff. But then I felt like I'd already opened the box in the previous video, so that part was all out of the way, and it wouldn't have been that bad. So I'm going to shift that out of the way. I was just playing with some wires. What have we got so far? We have got this thing built, and we have a big mess on the table. Oh, look at these pieces. Oh, I've had these before. No, these aren't so exciting. I think the ones I've had were purple, and I can't remember what they belonged to. Oh, and of course I was talking about the Earth Defense Force, whatever unit, whatever it's called, the 1950s alien invasion sets, and I'm pretty sure they had, and the one that abducts the farmers, they had things like that on the bottom of the spaceship. Anyway, is it fitting on the? It is fitting all on the picture. So now we have to make this guy who looks like they're in a strange rock band, a glam rock band from the 80s maybe, or something else, or they're doing some type of heavy metal music. I'm not entirely sure. I know nothing about this person, but this hair piece is kind of cool. It does sort of look like it belongs on a Friends character, except it's not rubbery and it doesn't have a hole in the top. But it does kind of work. It does look a lot like Emma's hair. Kind of. It doesn't fit on. That's weird. Oh, there we go. It does. Look at that. Now that's emo. That's pretty cool. Alright, I'll take that off and put their correct hair back on. That's better. Alright, so let's continue. I'm not going to lose their hair, don't worry. What is this canister of stuff that they have? Because I don't understand this bit. But it looks like a pretty cool thing that they've got here. Well, that's pretty obvious. Oh, there's a piece I haven't had before, so that's going to be neat. Ooh, I kind of guess. This thing here, I've never had this piece before. It's a thing for holding canisters, so I don't know if that's going to show up in the camera. But look at that. Sorry, I've got dirty fingers. That's actually from making Play-Doh. Couldn't quite get it all out just before I started making this video, so you just have to deal with it. There's little bits of Play-Doh under there. Yeah, that's interesting. So every single time I do this at the very last minute of the day, I have to clear my throat, which is annoying. Doesn't make for very good videos. One day when I edit these videos, I'll go through and add funny sound effects, and when I go back over the old videos, I'll reissue them with the coughs covered up by funny sound effects. That's what I think. So big news today. I saw that the Lippin factory, the fake Lego company Lippin, quite notorious, there's the stickers, have been raided and shut down, I assume. Which is kind of actually sad by that. Like, I know a lot of people are really anti-fake Lego. And quite frankly, I mean, I prefer real Lego by far, and I think most people do. But it's cool. Like, I don't think it was terrible. Like, and Lippin was one of the better brands, I thought. Like, they have definitely improved over the years. So I'm a bit confused by these things, because these are upside down ones. I'm not even sure I've had upside down ones, and they're all the ones that I can see are upside down, but these are the normal ones. Oh, because we are doing it upside down. I didn't see the little teeny bit. Okay, so that's kind of cool. If you don't know, you know what I mean. That the studs are on the bottom, or on the top here, where normally that would go on the top and go down. So I never had that piece before. So that's 2 new pieces that I've had from the sets so far. I don't think I had any actual new pieces from last night. So this is what they normally look like. They normally have the is there another one? I thought there was another one. There isn't. Oh, okay. Oh yes, there is. So there we go, compare and contrast, and they can go together, which they're going to, like this. I should just put them together. But they don't quite meet up, but that's neat, that's nice. Looks spiffy. So what have we done? We've done that one, and now we've got to put these bits on the back. And I always love these bits actually, because these are like the corner of your roof tile things. And when I was young, I really wanted to make a really cool roof on my house. So I think some of the pieces that I was really fond of were the roof tile pieces that I had, which were not that many. But roof tile pieces are going to be coming up in a future video in the not very distant future. In fact, maybe the next thing I do, because I've got myself a little house to build. So that's not the one that I'm looking at. So this is the piece. Here we go. Off camera for a second. And that just goes in there. It's a satisfying little clunk. I've got the funny feeling this is going to end. We're going to do this twice. It looks like we've got enough pieces to do this exactly twice, which is, yeah, maybe not the best. Cough, cough. That's me coughing because I was like, oh, I just, you know, I said something, I said the bad thing of not wanting to repeat things twice. Like, seriously, that's the fun of Lego, doing it twice. It's always better the second time around. I don't think that's true. Oh, well, I don't know where that piece there is. Where's this piece? The funny gear, the clutchy piece thing that you get in Technic that I don't really understand how to use. I've never had it in silver, so these are the silvery pieces, and that just goes there. Oh, look at that! I hope there are two of them. So this is definitely going to be repeat this. So where did I put the remaining green bits? So that's a bit awkward because these green bits came from the first bag, but they're still being used in the second bag, and it just kind of feels like they haven't quite. It's not quite, you know, like not quite harmonious, because you know you want each bag to be an entirely separate endeavor. You don't want it to be mostly a separate endeavor, but there are some shared parts of it, or parts of the first bag were actually meant for the second bag. Because how hard would it have been to put two sets of green things together? I don't know. I think that's really me just complaining about absolutely nothing. But this is part of me that just feels like, what they do. I do feel a little bit awkward by the whole thing. Awkwardized. So yeah, the factory's closed down, which is this, I guess I saw a comment that the value of Lepin sets has just gone up. And I have a funny feeling they actually made all these Technic power function. I think they're the brand that did that. Oh, look at that! Oh no, I was going to say, isn't this a bit? It's all being chipped, but it's actually. Is that how they normally look? One of the edges is not entirely flat. Hold on. Sorry, I'm going to have to cough again. It's one of those nights. It's dry throat. A lot of people have been around me and they've been coughing a lot, and that makes me nervous. As you can imagine, because who wants to get sick? Not me. I've done pretty well the last year, so I mean I've had all these little I feel like I'm getting sick but not actually getting sick moments, and I'm kind of hoping to keep that up. I did feel like I was getting a sore throat. Oh, there's another triangle. I'm worried there's going to be like a third one. I should look at the box. There can't be three. No, there's not going to be three of them. That would be just a bit too much. But I don't know what I could do at this time of night to not cough, because it's just something that my body does when it's late and I want to go to sleep and I haven't talked for a while. So that goes through there, and that's looking kind of like, it's not looking like it's supposed to look like in the picture. What have I done? I've done this completely wrong. Wait, I think it's supposed to go. Alright, well that will make sense. Okay, now if I put it that way, it looks like the picture. Okay, cool. Don't want to muck that up when we're so close to finishing. Another thing I saw today, another thing in the world of Lego, was new Harry Potter sets, and they look quite cool. So I might have to get me a Harry Potter. Oh, I forgot to check. I don't think they are. They aren't. The Mickey Mouse, the Disney minifigures aren't out yet. That's not the right piece, is it? It is the right piece. No, that's not the right piece. That's not the same as that one. Oh, I think I've used the wrong one. Oh, here we go. I was going to say, I thought I'd used the wrong one somewhere. Yeah, I mean, I think like my major full price Lego purchases in the near future are just going to be Disney minifigure collectible thingies. But maybe the Harry Potter stuff. I don't normally buy full price new Lego, and Harry Potter is not the kind of Lego that I tend to get on reduced to clear as some other sets are. I did get another Lego set today that was on reduced to clear, and it was a licensed set. But as you shall see, it's not the coolest license for some people. Oh my goodness. Coughing the whole way through. This is terrible. This is the worst night for it. I definitely don't feel like I should be talking too much. But I have to keep talking. That's the whole point of these videos. Oh, I'm going to yawn as well. Okay, I'm not going to do this. So seriously, I should have gone to sleep by now. But I have to make a video. And I had to watch, I feel like watching, I've been watching Stargate again. I feel like there's so many TV shows that I should be watching, but they always feel like if I start watching them, they're a huge investment. So I just want to watch something that I've watched before, and it's just real simple and enjoyable, but oh, no matter what, hold on. Maybe that sore throat that I felt I was getting, that I didn't actually get, and the fact that I've got a slight pain in my chest, which is a bit weird, which I think is muscular. I don't think that has any relevance. I don't know why I have that actually. I think I might have pulled a muscle. I hope it is. I hope it's not something serious, but I'm pretty sure it's not. That these are actually signs that maybe I'm just getting a bit sick and I'm going to be ill in the next few days, because I really do feel like coughing a lot tonight. But I'm going to try and not cough again, because it's just really dry. Because we're almost finished this, and so that's the thing. We've got lots of room on the camera, and the camera's fully charged, so there's no need to panic about that, which is probably a bad thing, because that means it just take way too long, and that can go there. So I can kind of see where this guy is going to go. He's going to go there, but we're going to finish it off. And not put them onto their bits. Oh, I hate it when you do this. I don't like this. This piece always makes me feel like it's just, you have to put so much force in. It just feels wrong. Oh, they don't line up straight. Well, they do. Okay, and well, I guess I don't know. This for some reason I just don't like. Like, it's a good piece, but it just feels like this Technic piece here. Like, whenever you use this, you know, in general with Technic, that it's going to be hard to take it apart. It's just going to frustrate you somehow. In this case here, I don't think it's going to be a problem, because I just took it apart. But still, the memories are still fresh in my mind. Look, they're doing this as well. Now you have to link these two together, which I guess is fair, because now it looks solid. But solid means hard to take apart. I'm not going to take it apart though straight away, so that's okay. I can delay the pain and suffering for some time. So we're just doing the last bit here, and that's going to be, oh my goodness. Okay, I am going to get sick, I think. So this is a terrible video. The worst one yet. If I actually had people watching this, they'd be like, your video was okay, but I felt like you probably shouldn't have coughed so much. Like, could you edit that out next time? It's like, no, it's not going to happen. This is raw, this is fresh. This is how life really is. You know, it's not fake stuff. People got a cough, and that's what they do. That's how they know they're alive. That's how they know they're free. Okay, and this can go there. Sometimes when I watch these videos, because I do check occasionally, I don't watch every single video that I make again, but I do watch usually a little bit of it to see how it goes. Sometimes I always think, oh, I could have made a funnier joke then. And that bugs me. That bugs me a lot. Like, it seriously does. Like there was something I did recently, and it was like, oh, there was such an obvious joke to make. Completely missed it. Okay, I've got to finish this soon because I am just going to cough again. Oh, why? What's wrong? Everybody I saw today was all sick and down, and you know, just. Oh, look, I'm not putting the sticker on. It does look like a pretty cool sticker, but I want it to be printed. And come on, you know that these are printed because these are what all the Nixo Night Shield things are. So they should have just... But it's quite nice having a white one, actually, which is why I'm not going to put a sticker on it, because where else would I get a pure white Nixo Night Shield? Not from Nixo Nights, that's for sure. And I've noticed that, yes, the Nixo Night video that I just did recently is getting considerably more views, which, as in it's getting like some views, compared to everything else I've done. So I was right. It's like, oh, I'd never would have guessed that Nixo Nights would be remotely the kind of thing that people are obviously searching for randomly, and actually bothering to look at random videos about it. Like, is it that exciting? No. Okay, so this bit just goes into there. So that's quite... Oh, this looks good actually. I'm gonna take back everything. It looks like a Klingon bird. It makes you think of a Klingon bird of prey for some strange reason, but it doesn't really. When I look at it, it doesn't look like that, but it feels a little bit like that. So that goes there. Oh, there's another part. Oh, I don't know if I can do this without coughing again. Okay, we can do it. I hope my chest stops hurting. That's a strange thing. I've been very paranoid about having heart problems. For which I have literally no reason to assume that I would, and I'm very fit and healthy. But I just get a bit nervous about this. Anytime anything strange feels odd, then I get all like, oh, I've got something wrong with my heart or something, or my lungs. I do have a small reason for thinking that there might be something wrong with my lungs, but not at the moment, so that shouldn't be it. And I'm not having any problems with anything. Which makes me sound like I have a heart, like all these health problems, when I in fact do not. But you're never going to see. See, I had to cough. You're never going to see me in actual real life, so you won't know that I'm in fact quite a healthy and fit person who has no problems. So you can assume that I look like whatever you want me to look like, with whatever health or conditions or any conditions that you want me to have or lack thereof. Right. But of course we all get older, so these things will happen. So I'm confused actually, because there's quite a few leftover pieces here, aren't there? And they're all like these weird green globby things. This is quite neat. I just don't see. Well, you get to combine them with this purple thing, and then you get a giant purple thing. Where does that sit? Where does that come from? It comes from that one there. It comes from... So what is that set? Nobody can see that with me pointing it out. But if I bring it up a bit closer, what was that little white bit? Oh, it was one of the spare tooth things. Can you see that? So that one you combine it with. It's got Batman in it, and it's got Wonder Woman. And is that like Poison Ivy or something? I think I've seen that set. It's got the Flash. It's this set here, right? Okay. And he's got green kryptonite. And this guy's got red kryptonite. I was supposed to look up what red kryptonite does. And there's the Flash. And there's somebody else. It's not Poison Ivy. And another person. Oh, it's Lex Luthor, I assume. And then you get to combine them together, which I think is never going to happen. Oh, there's the cool set that I wanted. It still hasn't explained what all the extra green blobs are for. They all meant to be here. So let's just have a look at the front picture. I can't see those green globs. Maybe they just give you them as like a whole... That doesn't make any sense. Like, here's a whole pile of green globby things. Because, like, well, it's not like, where did I put the guy? You know how I said, oh no, here it goes. Okay, we'll do serious time. Serious time. Put their hair back on. And so they've got a lot, they've got like a little parasol. So, that doesn't really fit. It's a globby shield thing. Oh, it doesn't, there we go. And then they've got a smaller globby shield. Kryptonite shield. And then they've got these things, which do look like they go on their hands. So, but why? Who has these things? I don't understand. It's not on the box. It doesn't say anywhere, does it? I can't see those little bits. So there's a whole pile of them, but it doesn't tell you what they're for. No, I guess you need to pay attention to the comics. I wonder how many kids who get this set know what all the bits are for and what the scenario is really about. Maybe it's in like a Lego DC game that I can't think of that they have. But that looks quite cool when they have them on their hands. That's quite cool. Okay, and there's quite a few extra little bits, or what you would expect. Though there's this one, and this is the one, they don't always have doubles of this. I didn't miss out this, did I? But there's a spare one of these. So I feel like I did actually miss something, and it should be somewhere. But anyway, that was quite a fun little set. I don't understand it at all, but the dog is cool. So Krypto, what are they called again? Oh my goodness, how hard? It's Krypton, right? Krypto, it's Krypto. Why would the super dog be called Krypto? It's like, I'm going to name you after my one weakness. That's right. That's how much I love you, doggy. I'm going to name you after the thing that reduces me to just being a mere mortal person who can barely walk. So a very sick mere mortal person who can barely walk. Which is strange. Maybe it doesn't belong. Maybe they want to be Superman's friend, and they just wear this badge to I don't know. I have no idea. But why would they still be called Krypto? Here, have some Krypto in your hand. Some kryptonite. Okay, this video is going on too long. It kind of works. It's all fall over. But yeah, it's pretty good. It's just not, I just don't understand the context. But the models, that's quite neat. It's quite neat. Quite neat. And this one, it's alright. And this thing here looks neat, but I don't understand the point of it. But I do see that if you put it in here, it breaks everything up and gets them out. Maybe, no, I was going to say this person's trying to break them out, but they're not. And then that bit goes inside there. And so are you actually meant to shoot this out of here, kind of? It's a bit hard to do it. Okay, here we go. It's not working. I broke it. No, don't understand it. Oh, I broke the whole thing, didn't I? No, I haven't. Yeah, I have. No, I haven't. No, yes, I have. Oh, you know what? I think maybe that bit goes in there. Because it doesn't quite look like it's lined up properly. Oh no, that's not right. Okay. No, don't have a clue. I broke that part on the inside. Not broke, but anyway, it's all cool. It's fun. It's fun. Buy it if you see it. It's probably sold out. It's probably like I think it's like 2 years ago or last year. This came out and it doesn't say. Why doesn't it say on the box? Why doesn't it say what year this thing is? How much time have we got? 5 minutes. 2018. So this came out last year. So maybe you can still get it. It's good for the Superman figure and the dog and the slime. I'm going to say it's slime. It's good if you're building up a slime battling army who battle things with slime or blowing their nose or some kind of thing like that. But bye.